Okay, here's a real-world scenario in which you might want to use FileSharper even if you're not a technical person, or maybe if you're just only somewhat technical or some level below being a full-time software developer. You have, say, a bunch of files out on your C drive somewhere, image files that you would like to generate thumbnails for. Maybe take those thumbnails, zip them up in a folder of their own, and do something with that zip archive. I can't actually do anything with it yet, but you could never mind. Don't conceive of anything, just watch. So we've got a new search here. We're going to do a directory search. This is to define our file source. We're going to look for any file ending with a .jpeg extension, and that's anywhere in the C drive is where I'm searching. And I'm going to say I want only files whose width is greater than 100. And I need to make my window bigger. Oh boy. For fun, we could make an output of like the file length or something. This isn't something I actually care about, but it shows you how the outputs work. We're going to put its size in kilobytes in the report that gets drawn in this results window. I'm not going to do anything when tested. That's not a very useful picker. But when it is matched, which means that you found a file whose width is greater than 100 pixels, I want to export a resized image. I'm going to use as input the original file. I'm going to export it as a JPEG. I'm going to change this directory name here to desktop slash thumbnails slash, and then this name with that extension gets the original file name minus the extension, and then we stick this JPEG on the end. Actually, I want to put an underscore 48 in that file name too. So these are all going to get dumped to a folder that doesn't yet, it does exist on the desktop, but I'm going to make it not exist. Delete. Okay, so now it doesn't exist. That directory will get created. And then I'm going to add a processor that follows that one that zips up all the generated files. So I'm going to say its input is the previous output, and it's going to have one zip file per search. That's what I want. We're going to put a containing folder around it. I'm going to put this desktop. This is, I'm just going to give it a file name. Thumbnails.zip. I'm going to overwrite that file if it's already there, which it isn't. And I think I'm ready to run. So we're looking through the C drive for anything, recursively through the C drive for any file ending with .jpg whose image width is greater than 100 pixels. I'm going to report down here in my results window how many kilobytes each file is. I'm not going to do anything when the file is tested, but when the file is matched, I am going to resize it and spit out a underscore 48.jpg image into this folder on the desktop that will get created. I'll say overwrite just in case that needs to be done. And then I'm going to zip up all those results into a file called thumbnails.zip, also on the desktop. So I can actually now put in a limit of the number of matches it's going to find, and I think I will do that because, well, who knows. But they're all going to get resized down to 48 pixels, so I shouldn't be getting too many large files, or you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's say for the first 20 matches, we're going to stop after that, and I run my search, and you can see the image width got exported because I made a condition based on that, and the file length is getting recorded here because I specifically put an output for that. And right now we've matched 20 of 39, and it's gonna stop, I guess. It did stop. So I should be able to look on my desktop and find both a folder called thumbnails with a whole bunch of images in it, well, 20 images in it, all named according to their original file name with a 48.jpg on the end. I've got a zip file here. Has a containing folder called thumbnails, and inside there are all these thumbnails that I exported from their various original locations out in the file system. And that zip file, you could upload it somewhere and then